Go.
Hi everybody, we're back with the early Middle Ages. Unfortunately, we have tardies to amount to. Kitty is nowhere to be seen. Evidently, you guys have read in your news that the COVID is taking a toll on certain animals, particularly cats, so maybe Kitty's down for the count. I don't know. That reminds me, we have a news quiz with answers due this Friday. Today, 3 times. So make sure and get that in by 1 o'clock. News quiz with answers. I just gave you one there. Okay? All right. We were talking about the early Middle Ages last time, and you remember the tribes we talked about. The different various tribes. And we're seeing kind of a disruption of what we've been studying for the last maybe 1,000 years, and that is with empires and civilizations. We're now seeing that start to break apart. What are the factors that contribute to that dispersal? Trade in towns going down. People don't want to engage in other people and other worldly things. They're more concerned with themselves, taking care of their peeps. Local, think local, okay? As a result, literacy is going down, education's going down. We're not looking globally, we're looking locally, okay? Another factor, common language is going down. In other words, the empires wanted to rule by one language, one law. Hammurabi, Justinian, right, Thomas? Where was Justinian? Where? Morgan, can you help him out? Constantinople, very good. We see that umbrella with one. Not anymore. We start to see that erode. So now people are developing their own distinct dialects. Family is going up. Why? Because people are thinking local, and the family is the power. The family is going to be the key in the Middle Ages, the local family unit, okay? As a result, local leaders. We're going to see the patriarch of the family or the extended family be the ruler, okay? We've looked at these terms. We now see a shift from urban to rural. Make sure you get this down for your test next week, okay? We start to see the shift. So instead of worldly, conquering, conquest, how's that working for you? With all those tribes out there that we learned last time, they're nitpicking at your empires. The empires aren't working, going down. Locals emerging. If common languages are going down, what's going up? What languages? The Romance languages. Romance languages. That sounds really cool. Romance languages. I see Will Brown over there giggling, looking around. I don't know what that really means, but when I'm talking about Romance languages, I'm not talking about, there's my sweetheart forever. Oh, gosh, I just love Days of Our Lives, or whatever you guys do when you're snap cap or whatever you do on weekends with romance. I'd say that's more lust. But anyway, well, I'm not talking about this romantic notion. I'm referring to this part, Rome. We see these different languages come through Rome, and the 3 languages that we call the Romance languages are French, Spanish, and Italian. Once again, French, Spanish, Italian. Romance languages going up. Latin, universal languages, Greek going down. We're talking about just the family unit here, okay? Personal interest, okay, versus the empire good. In other words, we're looking once again for how I can manage and take care of my family. That's ultimately what matters most. It isn't about the emperor. How's that working for you? You give your life up in battle for nothing, huh? As a result, we see citizenship go down. People don't really give a rat's derriere what they call themselves if they're dead. It's about the family and living and passing on to your family the fruits of your labor. The farm, for instance. Rural. Okay? Citizenship, down. Okay, we said that. Church. We see the church, because it's based locally now, with the different churches coming from Rome, but still on a local level. we see government down, churches and their influence and power going up. Keep in mind, government likes to work closely with churches. You keep the masses under control, you can convey the message. The church is pretty much the big brother watching out, controlling the local environment. Church membership is up. St. Gregory was a church leader that outlined the role or responsibility of the church. Monasteries, we've heard of monasteries. That's where priests tend to congregate, live lives, and work in a religious environment. St. Benedict expounded on the role of monastic life. We know what convents are. We've heard of that. That's where nuns, female religious, live in convents. Missionaries. We know what missionaries are even today. The Maryknoll missionaries are the most popular. They go and do what we call outreach in the world. The most famous missionary is, once again, one we alluded to last time in that Emerald Isle called Ireland, leprechaun, St. Patrick, and with the shamrock, with the Trinity. St. Patrick, at this time period in the Middle Ages, was probably the most well-known missionary. Okay? These tribes now, these local family units, we're going to slowly see through the Middle Ages develop from tribes into larger estates, family farms, and ultimately then these estates together come to a kingdom. And who by chance rules a kingdom? Evan, what do you think here, buddy? You see that? Okay, anybody? Oh, king! That's right, we see a king rule the kingdom. And when we get into the Middle Ages more fully, next week, we're going to see one of the coolest kings. His name? I'll tell you, no suspense here. Ms. Walworth isn't telling me to go right now. We got a minute. King Charlemagne. Charlemagne, if you've gone to Notre Dame, or if you will in Paris, he's mounted on a huge steed, a horse, and he's revered as this ultimate uber king in France. We're going to see how Charlemagne acquired his power through this. Stay tuned. That's next time. Have a great day, guys. Miss you and love you. Bye.